Mm.
Ah. I invite you both to take a deep breath. Hmm. Land in your bodies. There's this distinction about having five bodies and being present in all five bodies. And this question of which is the body that you usually have more attention on. And that's what I want to start off with exploring is we have the mental body, which is the thoughts, um, questioning, analyzing the stories, the verbal reality, like speaking about something instead of doing it, instead of experiencing it. This happens in the mind, in the mental body. The emotional body, which is the feelings and the emotions. It's like, I love this, I hate this, I care about this, I want this, like this, um, like emotionally or like it's a charge that comes with an experience in the emotional body. And then it's the energetic body, which is it's like timing and space and status, also dynamics. Like if someone's in your energetic space, being centered, being bubbled, being grounded, this is energetics. You know, what's happening in the space. People are going fast, slow. This is all an energetic body. And then there's the physical body, which is like pain in the physical body, aches, um, looking at your body and being like, I look like this or I look like that. And then there's the archetypal body, which is like, what is the meaning of life? What's my mission? What's my purpose? What am I doing here? What am I creating? And so the question to both of you is, where is your attention going most? Bodies.
Mental body.
For me also, that's the first one. I mean, you're asking right
Mm-hmm.
now or in general?
Again,
Yeah. I I noticed this. I was reading more about the five bodies and possibility management, and I noticed this a few weeks ago, and I still spend most of my time on the mental body, but like I have now started a practice of like consciously asking or directing attention to the other bodies more. But it's still that default is the mental body.
be present in the mental body. What's the experience?
I missed the first part of what you were saying.
How is it? How need to explore now to discover? Like, what's the experience of being mainly with your attention on the mental body? How is it? How does it go?
So it's I've been like a bit sick over the last week or week and a half, so it's been like draining to spend so much time in the mental body. And now I have also realized when I take a break from work, I actually read something more or watch something, like it's just like I keep stimulating the body that I want to break, but then I actually do the same thing, just not for work, but for something else. So now my new
Mm-hmm.
practices and my experiment is like whenever I take a break, I don't let more information in. Like I don't consume or like go and get more information. Maybe I still get asked or I have a conversation, but not actively.
So, so right now you're doing it. Right now I'm asking you to describe an experience, and you're going to the analysis.
Yes.
So it's quite a quite a conundrum to describe the experience of the mental body. And you can really experience it right now. It's happening. How is it? Like a meta conversation.
it's like it's like a swamp. It's like slow and like foggy and uh, it's 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 not like a lively chatter. It's just like a slow something, like a molasses. That's kind of the feeling I have or the experience I'm having. It's still
Hmm.
there and it's kind of like rolling and but it's not clear, it's not sharp, it's not.
Gabe, I have some fear that you have a story that the mental body is bad. And I have a question for you, like without judgment, like could you speak from the mental body? Like what's it like being in the mental body right now?
Neutrally, the experience, describe the experience. And you can even close your eyes and just go really slow. Even allow yourself to be liquid about it.
It's the experience is like going on a train that never stops. It's right now it's going slow. Sometimes it's going a lot faster, but right now it is slow, but it's not stopping.
What's it
And
like on
it's
the train?
tiring. It's tiring.
Hiring is a story. What would be the experience of hiring if you could speak something more descriptive?
You mean from four feelings or how do you want me? Like I'm not sure what you mean by experience in that sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, I feel angry. I feel angry that it's I feel angry because I don't have energy.
Mhm.
And I feel angry because I don't give enough time to my other bodies or enough attention.
Yeah, and this is still um like mental body is bad. Jonathan's
I
invitation is
this is very was very interesting what Jonathan said. I I had this story that the mental body is the most important thing and and that I'm fairly intelligent and not using it is a crime or a disservice. So I had this story and now I've changed this story and now it comes across that I feel like this is a bad thing. So I'm confused, like I'm liquid, like I don't know, but
yes,
but
go.
it's something I believe the exact opposite of what Jonathan was calling out.
Mm-hmm. It might be that you've just gone to the other side of the same point.
Yeah,
It's like
and
still in
when
the
he said
paradigm.
that, I was like, wow, like that's how this comes across.
Yeah, because the words that you're using is like it's tiring, heavy, it's blah, blah, blah. So it's really this is what we're going to train today is how to be an experiential reality instead of verbal reality. It's
Yeah.
to really be to the experience, and everything we say is stories. Some stories are closer to reality in terms of like I want to do an example. I want you to discover your own experiential reality. Jonathan, will you give it a bash?
Repeat your question, please.
Will you speak from the experiential reality of being in your mental body?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um I was eager to. I don't know what it's like. Um because I noticed that Gabe was like, oh, like I'll speak from the feelings. The feelings are on in the emotional body. So what would it be like to just completely ignore that and speak from my body? It's hard to speak from direct experience in the mental body. I can like what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of like unfiltering the inner filter. So I'm just kind of giving you sort of my inner monologue or like closer to it and in like it's kind of pouring out. Um, it's like there is something quite like it's it's happening right now in the moment. There's some way of like, oh, like if it be like if I fully lean into the mental body, it's like, oh, what exactly did you mean? And like what like splitting these tiny distinctions and like, oh, you were asking about the experience, but the experience needs in the emotional body, so you can't use that kind of language and just being very like precise and just like drilling down into like, oh, what does this mean? What does that mean? It reminds me of like studying philosophy at university. Just like, yeah, very, very like verbal and like completely being in this. And I know people who are like this. And I can feel my posture. I'm not allowed to feel my posture right now because I'm meant to be in the mental body. But I can feel my posture turning into this classic, quite nerdy posture. I'm leaning forward. Quite okay, yeah. I'm also not allowed to say that, but like, yeah, it's just like okay, yeah. I'm up here in my head, and yeah, it feels like snappy. Um, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Where's your energy right now? Where's your attention?
In my face. Um, also,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a little bit like out with you.
Center.
Uh, it feels quite amphetamine-y to be in the mental body. There's no grounding.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, if it was an element, it would be like air. Like, it's like
Mm-hmm.
quick and it's also completely without weight. Like, and I remember as I'm speaking, because I'm feeling some joy of being in this place. And I remember, I do enjoy connecting with people sometimes in this, like being with a smart person, throwing ideas around or like jokes around. I do enjoy connecting with people through the mental body. Like, it does give me sincere joy in my life.
Yeah. What do you love about being in the mental body? From your experience right now.
It feels like carving up reality can be satisfying. Like, here's a concept, like, do this, do that, like, put, like, I've made things complete, or like, I understand things. And there's joy in the demonstration of that, in the skill of that. It's a bit like, it's kind of like master, it's, as if I was like making like a pot or something with my hands, but it's like with verbal reality, like,
Mm-hmm.
and like, oh, explaining this in a way that's like you can then understand it. Like I've carved up reality so I can give it to you, and then we're connecting through you creating an object for me, and I can hold it, and vice versa. What about you, Lisa Maria? What do you enjoy about the mental body?
Of the ecstasy, the pleasure of realizing stuff, like having these little mental epiphanies where suddenly the
Mm.
experience in my other bodies makes sense in my mind. And it's like, then I go and tell someone and I'm like, oh my God, I just realized that when I do this, like, and that's in the past already. Right now, my mental body is really enjoying, uh, experiencing like what you're saying, Jonathan, and seeing like the metaphor, like enjoying understanding. Like I'm really enjoying understanding the metaphor, and I also have this. It's up here. It's it's light. There's no weight, and so it's like I can do anything. I can do anything. I can create anything up here.
Yeah.
Anything I imagine, it becomes it's just it exists in here. There's no limits. There's literally no limits. There's no weight whatsoever. There's no barriers. Like anything is possible. Anything I can picture. I could picture right now a pig with wings and blue feet and a red belly who's eating a dragon whose face looks like a baby. Like it's just that is glorious. You know, it's so much fun. I love just thinking of that image and being like, how crazy can I make it? And um, yeah, it's so um, so ecstatic to communicate in this way in my mental body right now. Discover, discover, to invent, um, to wonder, to wonder, to think of what do I say that's uh, that stimulates me, that stimulates the other people. Um, like like this brain workout. How about how about for you, Gabe?
It's my mental body is getting less foggy and it's starting to, I don't know, spin more. It's I'm This is very strange experience because I spent so much time in there that I've been trying to get away from it. And now you picked this body out of the five bodies. So for me, it's like super weird because what Jonathan described, like I can totally relate. I have that experience. But right now, it's like every other body I feel that I have is like, no, don't go there. It's like the door is locked. Like, leave that thing alone. Like you're spending way too much. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't have access to it. Like the way that I normally have access to it. And I know what you're saying about. I was also imagining the pig while you were describing it and everything. So like I can totally do these things, but now it's like my physical body and my emotional body is like, at least that's the story I have, is like, don't go there. So it's,
Um,
yeah, I have experienced the states that you have described, but I have a hard time accessing it. Like I cannot find a way at this point.
my suspicion is that you're actually using your mental body and processing it right now to speak and explore experientially, even though you're not actually describing the experience. You're having it. You can see you having it. That you would have a story that your other bodies are like, no, but that would actually be your mind. It's translating an experience and,
Yeah,
deciding that that's what they say. Just to explore it.
yeah, yeah.
Keep going
And
liquid about it. Keep,
and
stay in the unknown.
it's so like right now I feel like here it's like it's where the bottleneck is, or like I feel like this is like getting like tingly or something. And I have this experience when I have like a new idea or something, then here my head is like tingling here. And it's funny because Jonathan also said like I shouldn't be describing feelings when I talk about my mental body, but I just find this very, very amusing. That I've been trying to learn how to feel for a long time, and now instead of being able to describe what's in my mental body, I keep describing feelings and experiences. It's, yeah,
You both made up that story that in order to describe the mental body, you shouldn't talk about feelings or experience or
yeah,
sensations.
yeah, yeah,
Which is
yeah,
how could you describe? I don't know, this is a genuine question. How can I describe my experiential reality only with my mental body? Is that even possible?
There is a version of this, your experiential reality described by your mental body, but my story is that the experiences with all the bodies.
My head starts to hurt. Then it's like confusion, like this thing of like, I want to get it. I want to get life. Like my mental body, I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying instead of being with it, I want to talk about it instead of experiencing it. So I want to go into another body. That's what I want.
Yes, I would like to go to another body. If that was a question.
Lead the way, Gabe.
Um, I would like to go. I'm having trouble coming up with all the five bodies. So there is emotional body, mental body, uh, um, physical body. Um, there's the, it's not the patriarchal, but like the lineage or something, no? There is also a body for that, right?
Archetypal,
Archetypal, thank you. And which one is the fifth? I'm missing one still.
energetic.
Energetic. Yes, I would like to go to the energetic body. It's been hiding. See, I couldn't even figure it out on my own. Ah, this is nice. I just feel energy moving through me.
Jonathan, will you coach Gabe?
Hmm?
No. I um the energetic body is the one that I or we have the least amount of vocabulary for, I think. Maybe
Mhm.
archetypal. I'm tuning into my energetic body right now. There was a period in my life where I was meditating for 2 hours a day, and I was a lot more in touch with my energetic body than I am now.
Mhm.
Right now, it feels
That's
like
it.
buzzing. It's like a vibratory. I don't know if yeah, I'll get out of the mental body. It's like,
Mhm.
for me,
Yeah.
it's like all,
Mhm.
it's like vibrating buzziness. Like, and emotions can be seen through the energetic body, I think, like, and then they just kind of have the same flavor of just like buzzing energy.
Will you spend a few seconds because this is this story that I'm taking it to in a different body and I'm just calling absolute bullshit. And just be with your energetic body right now, and you can practice speaking from that experience without it being an analysis. And it will have a different speed. And it might not have many words. Your energetic body is there. You can use it right now. You could be more connected to it right now than you've ever been in your entire life through
David, sorry,
intention.
your speaker's a little unclear, Lisa Maria. What did you say?
I said you could be more connected to your energetic body right now than you've ever been, just through deciding. You can, like, maybe it helps to close the eyes, but put your center inside yourself, not even in this call. Notice, like, how far does your energy go out? How far does it radiate out? Is it light? Is it heavy? How fast does it move? Is it like electricity or is it like snowflakes? Does it travel in pools? Does the energy pool somewhere or is it all spread out? There's no right answer. It's just an experience. Do you have threads of energy in the past, in the future, with other people, people that, I don't know, conversations that are open, agreements that have been broken, debts that haven't been paid? Can you even notice those threads? Can you move your energy on purpose? Can you put it in the tip of one of your fingers? Hmm. I don't know if you've eaten recently, but maybe you can even notice your where your energy is in your digestive system. Will you continue, Jonathan, either saying what you notice or what's happening or how you would coach the someone to feel in their energetic body? Any of those options?
Notice where your awareness is going, like whatever it is. And notice that there is an energy signature with that movement. So we can experiment with just placing attention on the feet. Notice that there's a quality, like it feels like something to place attention there. And now just let the tension do what it wants to do. Don't control it at all. And notice that whatever it's doing it on its own. And it feels like something. Whether it's a memory or a thought or a part of your body. Bring attention back to the core, back to the space. Notice what it feels like energetically to be here.
I notice that there's so much going on all the time in my energetic body. So much energy, so much energy. And I'm like, I don't, and I was feeling sadness actually that I don't, it just takes putting my attention there and being like, wow, rich, like what richness, what a rich experience that I want to put more focus, more attention. It's orgasmic and it's available. And it's alive. And I miss the aliveness when I'm not consciously connecting to that. I want to connect more.
I also notice the busyness.
What did you say? The dizziness?
The busyness that you described, like being busy, like so much going on. I felt fear around it. Felt afraid of like overwhelming like stuff happening. If the mental body was an amphetamine, this felt more like a psychedelic, mushrooms. And Gabe, I want to ask you what's happening for you.
I'm paying attention to my energetic body, but I was overcome with like um sleepiness. And I noticed that when I pay attention to my energetic body, I sometimes feel dizzy, impulses or I feel impulses on my physical body, like that's connected to it. I mean, where the energy is. I don't sense the energetic body completely decoupled from my physical body. And I want to ask, how is it for you, to both of you? Can you feel the energetic body without having some kind of a sensation or, yeah, in the physical body?
Why would you want to do that? What's the story of
No, it
the
doesn't seem to be
expectation?
possible, but it doesn't seem to be possible to me, at least, but as a story. But I'm not sure if this is true or not, and I am curious.
Mm-hmm. Feel afraid that it would be a question that would take you back into your mental body instead of
No,
just
because
experiencing.
I'm trying. Yeah, I am just paying attention to my experience. This is not a mental construct. Can I feel energy or can I direct energy without feeling the energy somehow physically?
Mm-hmm.
I can, Gabe, let's do a 1 minute experiment. So place your awareness in your hand
Okay.
and specifically in the gaps between your fingers, like the skin, the really sensitive skin
Yeah.
between your
Okay.
fingers. Can you feel your energetic body here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hmm, good. Now, bring up a memory. Maybe, I think you have a daughter, right? Like maybe bring up a memory of your daughter.
Okay.
And there might be some like emotional body reaction to this. Like you can feel some emotion around it. Is that true?
Yes, I have an emotional reaction to the memory I brought up.
Yeah. And also, there might be some like energetic thing here, like about the way that your attention goes to this memory. Can you notice that? For me, it feels like almost halfway between physical and emotional.
If I bring up the memory, I can sense emotional body, physical body. And there is a faint energetic one as well.
That's it for my experiment.
Dave, can you notice how far your energy goes out from your physical body? Like if someone were to put their hand close to you, at what point you'd be like, you're touching my energetic body?
How about you?
It's hard to do it myself. I do notice it when other people do it, but with me, it's like, yeah, it doesn't happen.
No, to,
My proposal for you, Gabe, would be to research that this week, to put your attention at least maybe half an hour a day on your energetic body
I have a
and the kind
question.
of coaching.
I
Mhm.
I accept it. I will do it. I have a question, Jonathan.
Mm.
I also meditated. Uh, I'm still meditating. It's been over a decade now. And when you like do an exercise where you're like raising your awareness to the room, to the building, to the neighborhood, to me that also felt energetic when I was doing that. So now that we have been dealing with this, I feel like my energetic body is way stronger and way more expansive because I paid attention to it. Or that's maybe a story. That's probably a story. But now I'm aware of it. And when you do this in meditation, it's like, like extend your awareness. So it's not saying extend your energetic body, but somehow these seem to be connected for me.
Will you write about it after a week's exploration research? Could be an article about maybe the difference between like a visualization from the mental body and actually expanding your awareness through your energetic body, and what would be the experiential distinction between those two things.
Yes.
I have an experiment for you. Like it would be part of the same research. The um
Oh,
exercise that most does this for me is you do it with somebody else, and you can do it like standing up. So you're both standing up and you start like really far away from each other, like
mm-hmm.
meters away from each other or something. And then it's like a boundaries exercise. And one person begins walking towards the other, and like the person who's standing, they can hold this, which means stop, or they do this, which means like come forwards slowly. And you just feel in your energetic body the point at which you sense them energetically. Because
Mm,
there's like a real, like tangible thing that happens where it's like, oh, this person's like in my space now, or I can sense them, and it's like a slow
mm.
gradation. And yeah, I find that very, very helpful. Well, not helpful. It's, I find it cool.
So I love the exercise, and I want to add two more things, which are hints, which is timing and um, space. So notice, like, have your energy, like your attention on it. And notice when someone doesn't want to be touched, or when you're coming into their space, or you're coming too close, too fast. Like there'll be these signs, and it's the same with timing. Like it's when you've spoken at the right time, or when your timing was off. There'll be like signatures, energetic, like oh something like an offness or a like a So have your attention on those two things, space and time, if you want interacting with other people. For me, what was interesting is to notice that my energetic body is actually heavy. And I had a story that it would be very light because it's energy. But compared to the mental body, which was like, there's nothing, energetic body felt very dense and not heavy in a bad way, but is something like what Jonathan was saying, something actually tangible. Um, so yeah, that was a discovery for me today.
Mm.
Anything else? Or I propose that we move our exploration into the emotional body.
Yeah,
So, Jonathan.
it feels like you described the mental body as being like you can do anything with it kind of immediately. And I like that description. And here it's not quite as much as that, but I kind of feel like shifts in awareness can happen very quickly. And in the same way, like energetically, like things can like move quite like, and I was like looking over there and kind of imagining like, yeah, it's like energetically I'm there, like it can very quickly like shift around. Mm.
How do you feel right now about right now in your emotional body?
What was the question? How do you feel right now in your emotional body?
Yeah. But how do you feel right now about right now?
I feel joy.
Yes, I feel joy.
I feel sad.
How is it? What does the joy do? How does it move? Is it located somewhere specific? Like what's the experience of the joy and the sadness?
Joy is in my mouth, in my smile, in my upper chest, and in my heart. Sadness is heavier, it's lower.
I feel some fear in my jaw. I feel
How
fear
do you know
because
it's fear? Go.
I feel fear because I feel fear because I cannot control my feelings.
You
And
feel fear because you can't control your feelings.
yes, I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming in the next second or minute from, you know, in my feelings.
Hmm.
That scares me.
Yeah. And Gabe, if you open your eyes and look at Jonathan, what do you feel?
Yes.
if you were to consciously use your emotional body right now and tell Jonathan what your fear wants to say to him as an experiment. It might be a message for Jonathan.
The message is that you're not alive in this state.
He's not alive.
My fear has this message that you're not alive when you're like not feeling. And if you feel fear feeling, then you're not alive.
How do you feel when you hear that, Jonathan? And not through the mental body, but like, what's the experience that you have in your emotional body?
I feel sad.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I feel disconnection in me or in Gabe or just in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I feel scared. Because when I speak from emotions or other people do, it's like unpredictable, uncontrollable.
I'm having this experience of, I think, probably the same thing you had earlier, Gabe, with the energetic and the physical. Of now that I have so much awareness of my energetic body, it seems to be very close to the emotional body. And I'm not trying to separate them all. I'm just trying to distinguish the experience. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it or analyze it yet.
Lisa Maria,
With that,
what are you feeling right now in your emotional body?
I feel scared
You feel scared.
because I notice how easy it is for me to go from the experience of something to the analysis of it. And I feel scared because I can actually experience that difference in me. And my fear is telling me, and I want to stay in the experience. I want to carry on experiencing. And it's electrical impulses and aliveness, like in the chest, in my arms. And I notice what happens when I pass it through this filter. And I'm experimenting with speaking and feeling the sensations at the same time and noticing also that that's possible. It's slower. It's slightly more attention on the sensations and less attention on what do you think of me, and it's just like coming out of the emotional fear allows me to be present with the feeling and with being able to speak about it when I feel sadness coming in. Sadness is about the sad of the past, how abusive that is, how much it takes me out of my of the present, and don't want to go fast. I don't want to rush. Ah, I feel scared again because my attention goes back to into the future slightly. I should do something. I should say something. Thank you for the question.
I had the sense of like the different feelings in the emotional body being like places, and there's like infinite or many routes to that place. But like once you're in the place, like it's the same place. Um, I
How
was feeling
will you describe it more? Will you just? I really want to get it. And will you describe it more of like the experience of how it goes? That it's infinite or that it's in different places?
mm, listening to you. I felt sad. When you expressed sadness, I felt sad. And I asked myself, like, oh, is this mine? Or is this like Lisa Maria's? And I had some thought of like, oh, it doesn't like, like the way in was like Lisa Maria's sadness, like was through that. But like once I'm in the sadness, I'm just in like there's different routes in, but it's to the same place.
Mm. I also noticed that the physical and the energetic sensations were different for each feeling. The fear was like tingling, like little mini fireworks, and the sadness was slow, like a liquid, slow moving. I wanna move to the archetypal body. There's a little experiment I want to do at the end, and I want to have time for it.
I want to go to the bathroom. I will be back in 2 minutes.
So if you connect to your archetypal body, Gabe, without knowing what it is or how to do that.
Yeah, I can. I just did.
So what do you experience?
It's like I somehow connected it through my back. It feels like it's the energy from there, or like the information is flowing into my back, and it feels like very like old, and I don't know, like I had some visuals of like some kind of a rider on a horse, and it's just the information that came was like there's just like a lot of wisdom here, and you have it. It I felt joy. I could easily connect to it, even though I don't know exactly what information is there.
Mhm. What does it have anything to say, any messages or any movements?
No, it's more like a channel, like I can ask questions, and I just like turn it on or like open it.
My question to Gabe was if you connect right now to your archetypal body without knowing what it is or how to do it, just using the intention and just see what happens. The experience. Experience what I guess would be like rootedness and like, like solidness, stability of like I'm here and I'm moving forwards. I'm sure. And Gabe, if you were going to move from your archetypal body to coach Jonathan, would you try that?
About connecting to it.
Yeah, in like to see what happens if you are in service of Jonathan's archetypal body with your archetypal body. What would be the questions, the
Mm.
messages, the
The question is, can you feel the connection to your body, archetypal body? That's what my archetypal body is asking yours.
No.
Yeah, I, I have felt like that. So the coaching that comes is like the connection does not necessarily come from groundedness or try to let go of the notion that that thing is below you or something like that. Just try to visualize it like how would you connect to it? Like is it a like a chord? Is it coming from up or some unlikely spot? If you think or if you feel about that, like what comes to your mind first? Where would it connect to you?
I feel angry because I have no idea. I have no idea what to do or how to connect to this.
But don't the coaching is not to try to connect to it. Just tell me like what's the first thing that comes to you? Do you visualize this something that is coming from above or, like in a three-dimensional space? Where would it come from? Anything
So,
that comes to your
Gabe,
mind first.
the coaching to you, Gabe, is that it's you're taking him into his mind. So, what could you do that would instead try something else? Not that the question is taking him into his mind; it's just that's the experience he's having right now. So, try something different.
Yes.
Keep asking it out of body. It could be non-linear. Get out your own way. Let your archetypal body speak. Just go.
What sense do you associate with it?
Okay, the associate with part would just say what do you connect to your senses right now? What do you smell? What do you hear? What do you see? For example, look.
Okay. Connect to your sense. What's the most dominant sense you're having right now?
I feel afraid.
Because
So that's a feeling. Is that a sense?
A sense like touching, smelling.
Yes.
Hmm. Touching. I feel my hand on my leg.
Okay.
okay, now you're getting him out of his mental body. What would be a way into his archetypal body? Also can be non-linear from your mind.
Try to touch your archetypal body, whatever comes to you in whatever way.
I have the image of a dad, like a father.
And the images that
Keep
you're
keep it
touching,
rolling.
the images that you touching your dad or a father, or you just yeah. So can you connect to it in that sense with your touch?
Yeah, it's like an imagination and then also something in my body, like
How does it feel in your body? What's the sensation?
like strength.
Okay. It's like strength in a sense of being strong for like lifting weights or some other quality. Can you describe the quality of strength?
Yeah, Gabe, will you open your eyes so we can connect better?
Yes.
Like a groundedness kind of strength.
Hmm. Is it moving or it's like static? Like just as
It's like an aspiration, desire.
I'm gonna in there and go, Gabe and Jonathan. I want to hear from both of you. What did you experience that was distinguishable, different from the other bodies? What quality?
you mean like in the archetypal body or yeah?
Yeah,
For me, it was, I just felt like there's like a lot of information there. And uh, now I feel I can connect to it and then I can start asking it. And I felt anger because I couldn't relay the sensation or find an easy way to help Jonathan experience what I was experiencing. It's like when you're trying to describe something, but it's you don't have the tools to I don't know, relate. How was it for you, Jonathan?
Oh, I don't know if I'm actually doing the thing, but what came up for me was like a feeling of um, like not a feeling, like a something like imagination combined with like in the body, like a kind of somatic imagination sense. And I
Mm.
think that's why the image of the father came up as a kind of like, yeah, like an archetype of like a father and like
Yeah.
this like yearning or something, or like feeling some kinship with this archetype, both as like a model to aim for and as a thing that I am and like to embody. Yeah.
When you said that, I felt like you connected. It didn't feel like hollow or it didn't feel like made up or something like that. Like I sent some like weight behind that.
Mm.
so had a sense that you were having an experience and that you were connecting to a different body that wasn't your physical, your energetic, your emotional, or your mental. Was that the case? Did you have an experience with you?
Lisa Maria, I didn't hear your question. What is it?
Yeah, it's hard to hear what you're
Okay.
saying.
Okay. Did you have an experience with that had different qualities to the experiences you had in your other bodies?
Yeah, kind of. It felt like channeling. It felt like channeling something. It reminded me of
Yeah.
I was a teacher for a while, and I would like you go into like a teacher mode, like, and I'm not like normal everyday Jonathan. I'm like teacher mode Jonathan. I speak in a particular
Mm.
way, and I like have a series. My vocabulary changes, my posture changes, etc.
Yeah.
And it felt like that. But again, I don't know if this is the thing, but that's what it felt like. It felt like, oh yeah, this like capacity to like inhabit different, like to like channel something.
I I don't know what the thing is. I don't think anyone does. This is the exploration of this body, and I don't think as humans we've even got to the surface.
Yeah.
Possible. And his words like it's connected to purpose and your mission, and my experience so far of the archetypal body is, yeah, it seems bigger than the other bodies, like more wide, more um oh, so hard to describe. It's my story. More mm, more through, like through and um like a channel, like what you were saying, like a vehicle and energy, so much information and possibility that has nothing to do with my box, my life experiences, like a well, like many resources, and it seems so small to try and describe it right now. And the experiment I wanted to do to end this call with is that we would, for 5 minutes, experience presence in all our bodies at the same time.
I was wondering about that actually. I'm I'm up for it.
Which body would that be? The wondering.
I think it was my mental body wondering about it. It's like because every time I direct my attention to one of the bodies, I can connect to it. But now what you're saying is everything at the same time. So
Have you
yeah,
seen the
I have
film?
stories about that.
Everything. Have you seen the film Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yes, I have seen it. Yes.
So I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and my experiment is to, to become present in the five bodies
Okay.
and begin. Hmm. Oh, I'm scared I'm going to do it wrong. Oh.
If you're scared, it's going to be too much.
Oh. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, there's so many things I want to create. Mm.
Gabe, I want to know why you're smiling.
It's my mental body is like running around. It's like checking if all the senses are working. Like, you've got the feeling. Okay, good. Now do we have the energy? Yeah, good. Okay.
My
And it's
physical
just
body wants to pee.
uh,
For being on the call alone with you without our space order.
how is it?
I feel scared being on the call alone with you without our space holder.
Okay, I didn't hear the fear part first. Okay. I hear you're feeling scared being on a call without the space holder with me.
I feel angry because you completion looped me, and I don't want that.
Mm. Oh, I feel scared about being alive. Scared about not being alive. Oy. Ah.
I want to let all these different energies through me, and it still feels my mental body wants to like be the center of it.
Will you let the energies through you now?
Yeah, I have this image of like floating in water.
Yeah. Will you open your eyes, Gabe?
Yeah.
Experience. Scared because I don't know how to do this. I wanna try and I notice I'm trying to do something, get it right, instead of just being angry about it. Actually, I'm really angry about it because I hate I hate pressuring myself. I hate trying to be a good little Sims character. It's so boring and abusive. And being is simple. My mental body says that's a story. Hmm. Hmm. I have. I'm gonna. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna end there. That was 5 minutes and 22 seconds. And my experiment for myself, and both of you, if you want to do that this week, is the practice of immediacy, which is when you say I want, it means you want something right now. It means I want something right now. And that instead of talking about it, you would do it. For example, oh, I want to go, like, I really want to go skiing. And it's like, okay, what do you really want right now that you think you want to go skiing? It's like, I want to move my body, or I want to be out in the open air, or I want to have like a thrill. I want to be exhilarated. And then you would do something right then in that moment. Every time you hear yourself saying, I want, and it's about the future, you would distill what it is that you want right in the here, right now, and do something.
Yeah.
And create that for yourself. That's what I want to do. Like moving from verbal reality into experiential reality instead of talking about it. Really. Does anyone else have any other experiment you want to do?
I want to do all the experiments that we agreed on. Um, I have a hard time recalling all of them, but. I will do this one. And the other one was the energetic body for me. Do that. And there was one more at least. Jonathan also gave me an experiment.
Boundaries and
That's that.
Yes, thank you. Yes. And I will also
Thank you.
experiment with sensing all the five bodies. I want to try something out which is not, I don't like, I will do it differently. I will not sit with sit.
I want to do an experiment with the archetypal body. Do you have any possibilities for me?
Yes, that you would have an interview with your archetypal lineage. I would do it with the space holder, and it's basically you ask your archetypal lineage questions, and that's one experiment. You don't need to know what it is. It's the same thing. It's you use your intention, and that's one experiment which you can ask in healing lineage. I also hold space for you. It doesn't take very long. Would be to notice what your purpose is. Conscious purpose. Generally for the things that you say. And changes when instead of putting your attention on yourself, you put your attention on the wider field and how that changes your purpose.
Hmm. Yes,
So
yeah,
you experiment. But you could choose a conscious purpose. You could say, I'm going to go into this conversation, and instead of being about, like it being about what do people think of me, or am I going to offend someone, or will they get angry at me? It's just like my purpose is to empower this person. My purpose is to and see what impulses come through, where like how like what the discoveries that you make about shifting conscious purpose.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the idea of the purpose is feels very yeah. My experiment will be to ask this question like, what is my purpose in connection with other people?
Yay! I really enjoyed this call, going so slow and being so present.
Yeah,
Thank you for taking us through all the bodies. I thought like we would like do like two or something, and then you're like, okay, now let's go to another one. Like, that's good. I enjoyed it. It's like a trip, like a literal trip.
yeah. It was like a trip. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
I have a PHP now, so I'm gonna go.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You're gonna have, yeah, the phone right now? Yeah. Okay. No, nell'organizzazione sono varie finanziarità. Hello, Lila.
Hello, Lisa Maria. Okay.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm in Oroville. I'm back in Serendipity. I'm in the same hut that I was in last time.
No,
There's
that's
significant
wild.
lag, Lisa Maria, between your face and your voice. I wonder. Yeah, I heard the noise much later. I wonder maybe that will just be how it is.
Let me try on my phone.
Okay.
Is that better?
Oh, no, now there's lots of. Oh, do you hear that?
Yeah, no, I think it should be gone now.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, it's all proper now.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it's all good now. Hi.
Hello. Oh,
Mm,
so what?
mm.
Oi. So tell me a little bit first about how's it going there?
Oh, it's been like India is always so intense. It's extreme intensities, like extreme loneliness, extreme like social suffocation, and lots of feelings that are uncomfortable have been coming up. And also I find whenever I'm here, like whatever I've been running from just gets shoved right in my face. Like I just get put in a cage with it and sort of forced to face it. And so that's been happening. And yeah, it's been really varied. Like it's so beautiful here, but then it's also so hot that you sort of can't really think. And then there's dynamics going on here that are a bit uncomfortable. Sort of, yeah, it feels stale and fresh at the same time. It's very it's sort of exhausting.
Mhm.
It's exhausting. That's sort of what the experience has been here, because there's, yeah, all these intense things coming up one after another, um and I can't really suppress them.
Mhm.
Mm. And so I reached out for an EHP because um I had a very I've been sort of quietly, and sometimes not quietly, but mostly quietly, kind of teeming with anger for the past few months. And it's just kind of starting to, like, I can't ignore it anymore. And there was this anger and sadness that really, like, was in me like an animal the night that I reached out to you, because I had a conflict which really I felt like I was silently like eating myself from the inside out with anger. And I
Mm-hmm.
just knew that something could be done about, like, I don't want to get rid of it, but I just know that there's clarity there. I know that there's like something that's like this really clear thing in me, like vision or sentence even, that's there, and it's like been begging for me to like look at it for sort of months. That's what's been going on.
Okay. And what's the anger about and the sadness about?
Yeah, the the
What happened?
anger. Sorry,
I just said, what happened?
what happened? Well, I've been very angry about men and women, and about how much I see abuse happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been sad at how much abuse I've let happen to me,
Mm-hmm.
how many boundaries I've just I've let be crossed, how much I see that in other women, and just this complete frantic anger about what's been happening to women for ages, and what's happening right now, which is that in countries they're owned like slaves. In Afghanistan, domestic violence is legal, beating your wife is legal, so long as you don't kill her. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, sometimes in work, like, men talk to me like a dog, and then in my romantic partnerships, I've been exhausted with this anger of all these things that I notice, of how disgustingly men treat me, and then also this great sadness at why I'm feeding it, why
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeding like this micro abuse or whatever it is, or just these little jabs of devaluing, and like just this really disgusting behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I've been really angry about this performance I've put on for years, and seeing that in my friends too. And I've been angry, and I've felt angry, and I've felt sad at how little I've centered myself.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like, kind of my whole life, like, where have I been for me? I don't know. Like, that's the and then so what happened was, I had a discussion with someone. Well, it's no, that's someone here called me for a conversation, which happened after they had listened into my conversations I've been having with women around here, and also my sharings with them about why I'm starting this young women's group, and what is pushing me to keep going, and all the ideas I'm having. Um, they I could feel this micro annoyance about it every time I shared, and every, when I could tell that this person was listening in on a conversation I had with a woman, or just sort of whenever I spoke about being a woman in a certain way, that this person, I could feel like I just had an instinct, became super defensive inside. And also did that when I shared. I would share about, I'm so I'm so angry that women are giving their whole lives away to. I mean, even in my family, I'm so angry that my grandmother couldn't even leave her house without her husband's opinion, without her husband's um acceptance of it. And this was her household, and talking to women here about how, I mean, there's this woman who works here. She's I guess a servant. She's a cleaner, and she told me the other day that in her village, menstruation is considered so impure that she was taken out of school the moment she started bleeding, which was when she was 10. She only got education up to like for 5 years. Then she was taken out of school and forced into marriage when she was 15. Like, I've been speaking about these things with women and with this person, just like sort of these things that have been really weighing heavily on me, and I keep noticing them. I don't know why. I keep noticing these these behaviors that really piss me off between men and women.
So,
And
Leela,
and
um,
yeah,
what I'm getting is that these aren't emotions. These are
no,
feelings. Like these
yeah,
are appropriate feelings of anger that are
yeah,
that are needed, and that this is the anger that's going to change the world. What I sense is happening is it's getting bottlenecked, and that like there's times when you're not using the anger, and then
mm,
what happens is it gets stuck in you,
mm,
and it causes maybe
yes, yes,
you turn it inwards, maybe then you get angry at
yes,
yourself and you start to judge
yes,
yourself, or you implode, you lose all your energy, maybe you even get sick. And this is what
yeah,
happens when you turn that anger inwards. So but this anger isn't something to be healed. This anger is fucking like
yeah,
rocket fuel. And
yeah,
it's your purpose, it's your archetypal lineage being
yeah,
so on fire, so on women's teams,
yeah,
so such a stand for something else.
yeah,
And I want to make that really clear, because your anger is not wrong and your anger is not something to be fixed.
yeah, well, yeah,
And so, why I want to open this space so that you can really feel that anger that's been there all this time that you've been trying to push down, because
yeah,
that energy is gonna eat you up inside. And so that like
yeah,
to really let it rise up and really go. And I'm holding
yeah,
space for you to not talk about it, but just let your anger speak about what you're
yeah,
furious about.
yeah. I want to talk about this conflict more because I think it will sort of help this anger come up. So this
Go.
person called me for a conversation and confronted me with their story that I hate men, and I fail to recognize the way that they've been mistreated by patriarchy, and I blame men for patriarchy. They kept saying this, you blame men for patriarchy, and I was like, oh. And then I was asked to list all, like, I was put on some kind of stand to prove that I think men suffer. I was asked to list all the ways in which men are suffering right now in the world.
And Leela, did you do that? Did you list it?
I did. I
Yeah, so
started, and it was
so
insufficient. That
go slow, Leela, and really like this is go slow. How was it that you would abuse yourself in that moment? Like you're feeling a lot about it. Let yourself feel that. That
Yeah,
yeah, yes, yeah, that you would give your center to this man and abuse yourself by listing and trying to prove something to someone else. Yeah.
it was so disgusting. I felt like, uh,
Yeah, go. All of that. Yes,
I
Leela.
felt so sad, but I wasn't even really in myself to feel
Hmm.
that at the moment. I was just somewhere else, like kneeling before him,
Yes.
and and he, I was listening to him say all of this about how I failed to recognize all the wrongs that women have done, and oh, like I like the work I'm doing is not valuable
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
because it because it completely fails to look at men's side of things, which sort of something in me wanted to say, I don't give a fuck about the male loneliness epidemic. There's a women being raped and owned and killed epidemic.
Yes. Yes,
Like,
Leela.
men not being able to have relationships is just not my priority. It's not my priority. It's
Mm-hmm.
not what I'm alive about. Like, that's someone else's thing. It's like, how dare you? How dare you? Like, do
Yes.
I need to be some kind of like diplomatic like force that recognizes fucking everything? And
Yeah.
so they kept they'd mention their annoyance at my work and said that I think he said something like it's just feminist bullshit, and it's and
Yeah. Yeah.
he
So
was just talking and just like,
go
and I
slow
was
through that
listening to
experience.
all of this.
And
I was listening to all of this, Lisa Maria,
yes.
and he kept and every time there'd be a pause, and I start to like, I'm even I was even scared to defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Yeah, and
I
let the
lost
speed
it
come up.
anyway.
But Lila,
Yeah,
stay in your body and really go slow. This is called as
yeah,
ising. Going through and you're
yeah,
reclaiming your dignity from that moment. Like
yeah,
you're allowing yourself to be in your body now.
yeah,
Feel what you're feeling and you couldn't express in that moment so that it can be released.
yeah,
Yeah. And you
yeah.
were probably very
I
scared, very angry,
yeah.
very sad.
I
Yeah,
was
go
just
slow.
listening to this really like disgusting talk about how this story kept bringing up about I hate men and I don't care about their suffering. And I'm listening to this, and then the moment that there's a break and there's like space where I think that I can share how I'm feeling about what's being thrown, like what's happening right now in the conversation, he yells over me, "You're not listening to me." That drove me fucking crazy. That literally drove me crazy. I've been sitting here for so long
Mm,
listening to this disgusting, this really scary conversation. Like, this conversation is scary, that a man is telling this to me. Like, this is something I never thought would happen. This is
mm-hmm.
something out of my nightmare. This is something that, like, people would make up to make men seem worse. I don't know. This was like beyond, this was just a new level of fucked up. And I'm just sitting there nodding, like trying to see the middle ground in this, of what I'm meant to do here. And I'm, I'm sad because so much of the time when I was listening and I was thinking about what was being said, I was worrying that the conversation wouldn't resolve. I was worrying that he didn't like me anymore and that he saw me as this monster. Like, I'm sad that that was my worry.
Mm-hmm.
That was my worry in that moment was, oh, he won't like me anymore. Like, fuck him liking you. Like, what the fuck? Why is that even on the table? You're being
Mm-hmm.
attacked right now. Like, I don't know. I don't want to position him as an attacker.
Yeah,
He was
go into
he
analysis.
was
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
stay
yeah,
with it.
yeah. I just sat and nodded my head, and
Yeah.
and I felt like I was being talked to, like some like rebellious little girl that like is just doing something like, I feel like I was being talked to like a 14-year-old that was caught smoking weed, and like
Mhm.
their dad is like, you shouldn't do that, and you shouldn't do that, and because this is like, it felt really condescending, and the general tone felt like, I know more than you. Like, it really felt like mansplaining. And the whole like, oh, Lisa Maria, like every time previously that I'd bring up, all these ideas for these for these calls I want to have, and my team meetings, what's been coming out of that, all the layers that my friends are shedding in these meetings that we've been having, and all the their stories of it would always be met with, it would be met with each and every time some kind of gnarly defense, some kind of gnarly shield of defense of, but not all men, but sharing stories like this on a wide platform make men seem like makes it seem like men are all attackers, and then this story gets built up, and it hurts innocent men like me, and 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 this I felt so angry about this. I felt so angry about this, and so elements of that were had in this conversation. And at the end of going off, I need space. And it pissed me off that he said that, because I feel like I should have just fucked off or something. I've got a lot of anger about how I should have, and even during while it was happening, I was regretting the way I dealt with this conversation. I felt like I
Well,
should have fought for myself more, like just all this stuff, which like coulda, shoulda, woulda. This was the situation, which is that I literally sat there on the dark chair, just like nodding and trying not to cry, feeling like what the fuck, like just feeling like what the fuck. And then he just said, I need space, and I just said me too, and I walked off, and like just thought, fuck, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? And that was
what
about
do
mm,
you want to do a do-over and reclaim your dignity? And I will role play this
yes,
person and
yes.
to say all the things you didn't say, really with no filter.
But I'm worried that I'll say something wrong or discriminatory.
And that's why you're saying it with me and not with this person. So that
Yeah,
you can say everything just as it is and get to the clarity that's at the bottom. But if you try and filter it, then it'll get stuck inside of you. So it's
yeah,
just like all of the anger, all of exactly how it is, the insults, whatever it is, just to let it be and really
yeah,
reclaim dignity from the beginning of that conversation. So
yeah.
I will role play. What's the person's name?
Ankush.
I thought it might be Ankush. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm I am Ankush.
Okay. You wanted to talk?
Yes, I'm really angry, Leela. Like, who do you think you are? You're telling all these women about men. It just makes men out to be the bad guys. Like you're
Well,
blaming
too
the
fucking
patriarchy.
bad. Yes, I
You're blaming
am.
the patriarchy.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. What do you have to say about it? How are you going to defend yourself? Why are you sat there defending against the stories I'm telling of my friends being assaulted and women being owned like slaves and young girls being raped on little islands by hundreds, maybe hundreds, maybe even thousands of millionaires with no arrests, no arrests. The other day on the news, it was found that there's a website where hundreds of thousands of men go to visit to figure out how to drug and rape their wives in their sleep. Why are you defending this? Why are you defending this? Tell me, what does it what is it triggering in you? Like what is it, what's it hitting? What is this really about? What is this really about? Because my feeling is it's actually about the fact that I don't take your bullshit anymore. I don't let you grab me like some kind of toy anymore. I think that's what it's really about. I don't let you I don't let you just do whatever the fuck you want, like to my passive self all the time. I think like get real. Get real. I don't want this bullshit.
Go, let it rip, Leela. Let it rip. There's a lot more anger in there than that. This guy like he came to you and did everything that you hate. everything in your face. Like, go,
Yeah.
like, really, like, let it rip.
Yeah. Like, stop talking to me like a fucking dog, and stop calling me little girl. Stop calling me little girl. I'm not a little girl. I'm not a little girl. Why do you hate that I love women so much? Why do you hate that? Tell me, why do you hate that? Is it because you hate women? Like, the,
Yeah, go. Don't get in your head,
who?
Leela.
What gives you the right? Literally, what gives you the right?
Go.
What gives you the right to sit there and like be the fucking prime minister of the world and invite me to to a conversation to completely. Oh, oh, I have fears that I'm being heard.
Yeah, you have fears that you're being heard in the guest house, you mean?
Yes, I'm gonna move to my bed, which
Go.
is just here. Oh, oh.
And if it helps, you can shout into a pillow, but really, like, you're still so reasonable. And it's going to take really high level of anger to get this access to this anger of being like, it could even go to something like, you fucking bastard! I love you speak to me like that way ever again. It's over. It ends now. No. Like, really, like, go, Leela. Like, this is your dignity. This is your integrity. Go. 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 Go.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not going to
Go.
be second to them. It's evil. It's so evil. What are you defending? What are you defending? What are you proud of? Why do you just feel like your levels ahead of me?
Go. Go.
I'm not playing the game anymore. I'm not playing the game anymore. I'm not even here for the game anymore. This is, I can't, I'm not even, I can't practice
Go.
this. This is a world I don't want to be in anymore. I'm so sick of this world.
Go. Yes. Everything.
Finally, I'm looking at personal like this.
Yes.
Let's ourselves become object for the evil ideas to speak out. I'm so sick of this.
Yeah. And we can
I want
so
to,
I can see
I
you
want
again.
to. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's about 40 degrees. It's getting very, very
Yeah.
hot. Okay.
Yeah. Say it all. Say it all, Leela.
Oh,
Everything that got stuck inside you when that man stood in front of you.
why is women defensive of
Go.
patriarchy? Why are we okay with sitting and looking pretty and being used as a story and discarded when we're not fresh and young anymore? Why do you want me to be bored and look like a little girl? Okay?
And you can lower it down and because you're not speaking at a high volume anymore so that we can continue so I can hear what you're saying. And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, how how was that?
How was that?
Yeah, like what like
Oh,
Do
That
you
was, yeah, that was interesting.
do you do you sense
Yeah.
the boundary in your body? Could you get access to that?
The boundary?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
the boundaries that were crossed. Like when you get in touch with these, like
Oh,
this anger, this high level of anger, you're gonna get more of a sense of this really like you become your boundary. There's no way that's gonna happen again. It's just
yeah,
not possible.
yeah, yeah. Just like no, just no to this whole thing, to everything that's been done by this person to me. Just like, no, I'm not going to be here and just sit pretty and please you. Like, no, I know that, I mean, I've even sat with you with like your head laying in my chest as you tell me how much you hated women when you were younger and how you manipulated women for sex. Like, how did I sit there and like stroke your head as you told me this? Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
what's
you
the
sat there and
like,
straight ahead.
seriously, what world is this in that this can happen?
Yeah,
What,
and
how is this fair? How do you get this? How do you get this? How on earth did I disrespect myself so much to give you this precious, precious love? This precious,
yes,
like, love,
yes,
care, and tenderness. Like,
yeah. And what
just
happened, Lena? What happened that
oh,
you did? Like, where
I
did it
was
come
just
from?
so used. I was completely used, and I kept doing things I didn't want to do. And like, oh, I just kept thinking about this person, and it felt like some kind of disease of like hyper analyzing all the ways that I can be perfect for this person. And it happens with so many men. Like, I hyper analyze how to be the absolute perfect girl so that they can love me. And like,
Lena,
I don't
Lena,
even know what happens then.
who, close your eyes 1 minute. And just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Who did you start doing this for? Who was the first man in your life that you were trying to be perfect for?
Oh, oh. Who was the first man in my life that I was trying to be perfect for?
Yeah,
Oh,
probably when you were very little, or the first person in your life that you felt you had to prove
oh, I
yourself
think it was.
would
I
love
think
you.
it might have been my mum's boyfriends. My mum's
Hmm.
boyfriends when I was very young because I saw her doing this with them,
Yeah, yes,
and I just thought
yes,
that's what happened.
yes.
Like, you just lose yourself for this person's enjoyment. Like, I actually just thought that's how it went.
Yeah, yes.
Repeating this uh, this horrific self-abusive pattern for to such a point of emptiness.
You
And
don't
she still
cover your
doesn't.
face. Don't cover your face, Lila. Your sadness is welcome here. You don't need to be neat here. Let it out. Yeah.
Uh,
When did you take this on? How old were you when you took on this thing of your mum of
like a
trying to be
seven,
perfect?
seven. Uh,
Yes. 7 years old, and you thought that's how it went.
yeah.
You would be perfect for a man's enjoyment. Yes.
And that was winning. I thought that was winning. I thought that was the prize. I thought
Yes.
this was the ultimate prize, was to lose yourself sufficiently for like desire, like even just the lowest form of lust or desire, to completely throw yourself on the table for even just this little glimpse of lust. Like, like, just I just learned so young that to be disrespected is just sort of the baseline. And it's even weird when you're not being disrespected in your relationships like that. That cannot be possible. And like, just boundaries are even meant to be crossed. Like,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah. These are old decisions, Leela, that still are
cross.
working. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've just, I also, I just have no concept of my rights, even.
hmm Yeah. Yeah.
So long I've had no concept that like that what I say should come true or that any of my that I just anything should have meaning or should be respected or should be like I just accept that it doesn't matter when my boundaries are crossed because there's something more important. There's something like sure my boundary gets crossed in this relationship with this person, but if I let it happen, then he might like me more. Like,
hmm
oh,
Yeah. Allow yourself to feel
like
about it without beating yourself up. Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like a worried little girl just trying to figure out how to survive in a way that will help her to be safe, to be
Yeah.
safe. Like no, saying no is so unsafe to me. Like it's the
Yeah.
most like it's it's feels like even when there's no response to it, it feels like violence even deserves to come at me
Yeah.
after saying no or
Yeah.
after placing very a clear distinction of what I'm not about.
Yeah. So saying no is
Oh,
dangerous. That's how you have it right now in your body.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
dangerous and it's rude and it's bitchy and it's crazy and it's unreasonable and
hmm
it's it's how who do you think you are? How dare you? Like, like that doesn't even mean any like that means like it's cunty. Like it's like it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like it should be an option even.
hmm
Like
Yes. Yeah.
uh,
And Leela, what would you say to your little this inner child, this the child part of you? You know, you're 18 years old now. What do you want to say to her?
uh,
And look at her. You can really
yeah.
connect with
Um,
her. She's scared and she's made all these old decisions and they're still running in your life. Yes. And it wasn't bad or wrong.
it's okay,
Yeah,
you're safe.
yes.
Be safe. It's okay. It doesn't need to. There's not all these winning all these games won't give you safety. You've already got it. You don't need to be seeking out love and approval everywhere. You've got enough inside of you.
Yes.
Like it's you're safe. You're safe. You're safe. And I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
And with no conditions, with no rules or conditions or expectations or trade-offs or it's not a currency. Love is not a currency. It's just simply I just love you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all really messed up.
Yeah, Leela, you did what you had to do to survive in the patriarchy growing up. It's not bad, it's not wrong, it's noble. And now you're old enough that you can make new decisions. because you don't have to depend on adults anymore.
Yes.
And you can decide
Yeah.
right now that you are the source of your safety and that you are the source of love in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. I decide that all the love I once craved, I know is within me, and
Yes.
all and I'm safe. Like I'm safe. I'm safe.
Yeah. And you get to decide to make decisions to ensure your safety. There might be
Yeah.
times maybe your physical body is in danger and that you can take care of yourself. You can use your anger to put boundaries and to leave, to run, to whatever it is that needs doing in that moment.
Yeah. 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 I for some reason feel like there's a sliver of something, some mistrust in myself. Like,
Yes.
how can I trust that I will actually do that every single time? Um, stand up for myself. And yeah, there's this bit of mistrust that I feel
Yeah.
sad about. And
Yeah.
I feel doomful about that it will always be there, but
Hmm.
I don't want it to be.
Yeah.
I I wanna I wanna choose for it not to be.
Yeah. And every single time is a fantasy world. Like there's nothing. Yeah, there's no perfection. This is a gym, a life gym where
Yeah,
you're training yourself
yeah,
like a Jedi warrior.
yeah,
And this
yeah,
decision is what's making the space in your life for something more important than survival.
yeah. I keep even I'm still getting all these stories in my head of what if I leave this room and everyone's gonna have heard everything, and then I'm under attack, or I'm hated, or I'm like I've still got fear, Lisa Maria.
Yeah.
I've fear that like
Fear
I'll be
because
under attack.
fear of being attacked.
Yeah, and saying certain provocative things
Hmm.
and hurting someone. Yeah. And then I'm also I'm saying that I'm angry that I give a fuck about hurting this person,
Hmm.
because like fuck that. Fuck that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here it would be useful to distinguish between your gremlin and your being.
Yeah.
And your gremlin's the one that wants to attack, that wants
Yeah.
to make the other person wrong, that wants to blame them. And it's not bad
Yeah.
or wrong either. It's also your gremlin is looking out for you. And then it's taking care of something that for your being is important. And you can also be with your being and be like, I am not available for this kind of communication. It doesn't mean that you're wrong or
Yeah.
that you're bad or that I blame you, but like I will not be spoken to this way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
so important
Fuck.
to me. And it's a
Yeah,
training.
that's
It's not about being perfect. It's like that's another woman's strategy of trying to do it all well. Like
yeah.
you, I would say like get a team. Get a team of women that you can call and just keep having spaces like this to express. And I'm on that
Yeah.
team. And I'm like, just call me or I'll call you,
Yeah.
and so you're not doing this by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
it's really big what you just experienced. I don't know when you
Yeah.
experienced it, but it's not a small thing. It's a
No.
really abusive, very violent situation.
Yeah. 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 yeah, I can't really believe that I let myself really get really really used and then smacked in the face. Like really, really sad that I would just watch as that happened, just been like there as that happened. Like, whoa, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I only really just recently discovered that that's what's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, where was I? Where was I to stop this? And I think that I was in this other person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, it's been really, really harmful. Um, this hope that when when I'll be loved by someone else is when everything will be okay and my safety is guaranteed and my quality of life is guaranteed. Like it's really been beating me down for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can like look at this in a neutral way. And so I really don't want you to be like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I and beat yourself up, but to really be
Yeah.
like, there's something in you that's ready to heal this. And that's why you've created this situation. And
Yeah.
unconsciously you've chosen to relate a man that would trigger this wound. And so that because your
Yeah.
being is ready
Yeah.
to heal it and to experience something else. It's safe enough
Yeah.
inside of you that you've
Yeah.
allowed yourself to experience this.
Yeah. 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 Mm.
What's happening now?
Yeah, I was going back into the why have I let this happen um spiral. Um
Yeah.
and 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 I'm also going into the future um bullshit of what if I keep letting this happen? Um,
Mm-hmm.
the forms and also with the same person and fear about how where this goes now. Where does this go now? What do I do with this? What can I do with this? What do I want to do with this? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm at a crossroads now.
Mm-hmm. What do you want, Mila?
Mm. Yeah.
From your being, what do you want?
Yeah, creation, more creation. Like this should just be fire. This should just be fire in the this should just be wind in the sails of projects that are coming out of me. Like to embrace these experiences as new ways I can relate with people and new ways that I can understand what's possible and and fire yeah it's fire to stop. Oh, I was thinking too much then. Yeah, it's fire to stop being yeah, doing this self-abuse. It's what do I want to do with this is create and is talk to girls about this
Mm-hmm.
and to see what they're doing, what bullshit they're doing, and to like collectively just come together and be like, okay, like what next? When we stop that shit and completely end that show, like what's possible next? What what do we want to make? What do we want to make once we've stopped? Once we've stopped you know, seeking out being desired and taking abuse just to get a glimpse of it. Like once we stop that, what can we make? Let's make something. Let's make a movie. Let's make a fairy garden. Let's like whatever the fuck. Let's just sit around and make something and have it represent us. Yeah.
Wow.
And also just like sing and dance and swim. Yeah. Mm,
Do you have women there that you can go and sing and dance and swim with?
maybe.
I
Maybe.
I have some women there that I met that I can put you in touch with
Um,
who who are also really interested in feelings work. And some of the possibilities that have come up is that you would interview women, you would write an article, you would make a video, you would host rage spaces, that you would just meet with women to
yeah.
allow yourself to feel. And especially the rage, like the rage is really where the boundaries come from. It's your rage is for you to hold space for yourself to be safe. And so this like that's really something that's really coming to me about um allowing yourself to feel your rage, like going out somewhere
Yeah.
in nature and with a towel, like 3 minutes, 3 times a
Yeah.
week, just all out
Yeah.
as much rage as you can feel about patriarchy, about women, about how they're treated, about
Yeah.
yourself, about what you don't want, about what you are not available for,
Yeah.
and that you would create a list of
Yeah.
women that you can call,
Yeah.
and you don't even need to know them in the
Yeah.
possibility management
Yeah.
village. We do that. We just go through and we call until someone picks up, and you just say, "Will you listen to me for 10 minutes?"
Yeah.
And there's a space called Heart Gym, which happens every day and it's free, and it's also for you to just speak from your feelings online. So these are the possibilities that are coming for me. And then two more EHPs that I've seen come up is the fear of being attacked and the fear of hurting someone's feelings, which are more doorways.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
How is that? What's happening
Yeah.
now?
Big stuffs are coming. Big stuffs are coming.
Yes, Leela,
Yeah.
this is big. It's really big.
Yeah. 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 And what I'm aware of is my responsibility to do these things because so much of me wants to do them.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm moving into a bigger every time, I express I'm moving into a bit of a bigger body in a way. And like what I mean by that is my my understanding of how this can go for me just grows a few sizes. And sometimes that happens really quickly. Like that's just what I feel like is happening right now. Like I'm just growing a few sizes. I'm growing into a new um phase of my womanhood. And that's a phase of prolific creation, prolific making, prolific weaving, prolific asking for help, prolific holding people. Um, just really doing what I yeah,
Yeah.
doing what I want to do in this world. It's really simple. Doing what I want to do in this world.
Yes.
And like starting now instead of like so much of the things that people do and so much of the things that I do is not what I want. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Why am I not just only doing what I want?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. I feel really glad for your yes.
yeah, I was just saying part of the ANG work is to say like that it's about what you want. about what you want or what you don't want. But I want to hear what you're going to say. You feel glad because
I feel glad at your ideas for me and your suggestions. Yeah, that's opened a lexicon of stuff for me to look at. Thank you.
and what about Ankush? What's your boundary? What are you not available for?
I don't think I'm available for anything. I don't think I'm available. I don't. I think that's the end of that. I just don't even like I feel like any little bit of energy spent to whatever to explain something to him or to remedy this or um to even just say like Sia is just like a waste, like it's just not needed. Feels like this is the closing of that, and what I do with that experience is now me in my world, and the interconnectedness of our relation to each other is not my concern. I don't have space for that. I don't want to make space for that.
If if
Yeah, I don't. I feel like, mm,
if you begin to doubt yourself about that, will you call me?
yeah, 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 yeah,
And is yeah, I feel scared because I know you're in the same physical space. And um
yeah.
is, is that where you want to be staying right now? Is there any way you could go on, have be in a different space
Mm,
for a while?
yeah, it's not really because it would mean financial difficulty because I paid to be here for sort of another week and a half. And to be honest, I sort of really there are heaps of aspects that I love about being here. Um,
Hmm.
and sort of I kind of really like this space, and I've since this conversation, and we've both respectively said that we want space from each other. He said that first. I've seen him around like thrice or twice, but there was this inkling of should I leave so this is not so uncomfortable for him because he wanted space for me. Like, should I leave? But then I don't really want to leave. I don't
Hmm.
want to leave, like, because I think if I left, it would be to make him more comfortable, and
Hmm.
I don't want to act out of desire of his comfort.
Yeah.
Um, but I get what you're saying with like possibly a different environment could bring up less triggers and sort of yeah
My
make
suggestion isn't to avoid
possibility
triggers.
of connection.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not
okay.
necessarily to avoid triggers. It's more so that you so there's spaciousness outside of your survival strategies to really
Mm,
land this new clarity inside yourself and establish. And you don't need to move space to do that. It's
yeah, yeah. I sort of yeah. There are things I quite like in this guest house, and I don't feel ready to leave.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad for your question.
and yeah, and in terms of us having conversations, look, I've no idea where his head's at or what he plans to like. No idea, no idea. But all I know is I'm sort of shut off to that. I'm in a different space. I don't want to keep entertaining this sort of little war that happened that was really disgusting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Mm.
great. It will be great practice for you to really um be these boundaries because I know that
Yeah.
his boxing gremlin really loves to argue, and that's just something that you can just not be available for.
Yeah. I'm going for a night walk. Would you like to join? Fuck no. Sorry. Um, different situation. Yeah. Yeah, he can be very sharp. he can be very maybe cruel is a rude word, but I felt like he was being cruel in that conversation. I mean that's not a feeling, but I yeah.
Gremlins are very cruel. They can be very
Yeah.
cruel.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm really on your team. I'm really on your
Yeah.
team. And yeah, reach out if you want or need anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. That means that's very meaningful to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an initiation.
Yeah. Mm, mm,
Can you and be generous and kind with yourself and really,
mm,
yeah,
mm.
spoil yourself with swimming
Yeah.
and nourishing food and the company of people who nourish your being.
Yeah. I'm coming up with some new ideas since coming to India, Lisa Marie, about who I can be. And I realized I can be a luxury girl. I never knew that I could be a luxury girl. I could have all I could give myself all the best things. Like the first night I came to India, I booked a night at the Radisson and like a driver
Yeah.
to take me everywhere, and like this massive double bath and like this and sort of little sprinkles of that have been happening since. But anyway, I wanted to share that I realize I can give myself the best the best like fancy, even maybe stupid or materialistic things like a massive bath and stuff like that. But like just had no idea that I could give myself that like that because I built so much identity around like I'll be fine in the roughest of rough places. Like I've stayed in, absolute like hell shacks. I can sleep anywhere, whatever, whatever. But like, yeah, honing in on this new idea of what if I get just what if I demand the plushest bed ever and like the fruit platters and stuff and really just ask for what I want and sort of demand it. Yeah. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Mm. Mm.
And I also I don't know where you are at about Aridani and also about your
Mm.
financial situation, but I want you to
Mm.
know that I want to support you in any way if that's still something that you're interested in and coming to Tenerife beforehand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want you to know that you can reach out to me and ask if you have anything about that, like that you wouldn't have it on your own or try and figure it out by yourself. Or
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to think of it as a financial burden, the idea of coming to Tenerife. Um, because I know it's what will happen there is so beyond. Um, Financially, I've figured out that I think I'll have just enough money to pay for that because the flight is maybe the greatest oh no, the actual the flight is a pretty great expense. So I've had fear about booking that. I've had fear about booking that because it's like, whoa, it's really happening. Um, but financially, I think I've got just enough to afford coming there. Though I think a payment plan of sorts, I don't know how that would look. Maybe I'll have a think of how that would look because I think, if I remember correctly, you mentioned that being a possibility. A
Mhm.
payment plan. And since I am working, not at the moment, but when I leave here in India, because I'm leaving, I'm only here for 2 months. And so I'll have time before coming to Tenerife to make some more money. But yeah, a payment plan is something I'd like to brainstorm more about. Yeah, because it's yeah, that's where I'm at with Aridani and financially. But
Okay.
I keep thinking about it and how much I want to, yeah, I want to show up. I want to be there in the madhouse. Mm.
It's gonna be wild. I'm so excited about it.
Oh, I've got like sometimes I get flashes of ideas of what it's gonna be like, and I'm like, no, no, just save it for, let it happen. But yeah, I've got these ideas of like Iran, being really wacky, like walking around like an animal and stuff, and just yeah, everyone doing that kind of weird shit, and yeah, having that play, yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
Well, my proposal would be that you would write me a proposal of a payment plan, and
Yeah,
yeah, and I also we've made an extra discount for people who are 21 and under. So I'll
yeah,
I'll send it to you, and then you can just propose how you would like to pay it. And
yeah,
also
yeah.
crowdfunding is an option. Like you could even source the money not from your own pocket. And I think that those things can
Yeah.
work really well as well.
Yeah, I feel like I just may as well try that. Like there's really no downside to that. Um yeah. I will reach out and send you a proposal. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go now. And
Yeah.
I really, yeah, I'm really glad to have connected and to be able to hold this space for you.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you did. And I'm excited to share with you what happens following this. What exciting things happen. I'll send you some websites I've made and stuff.
Yeah,
Videos and such. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa Maria. So
bye,
much
Leila.
love.
I love you.
I love you.
Go.